Hey YouTube. Well, I was just watching Count Dankula's video on the finale of the Nazi pug thing. So interesting to see everything that sort of happened there. But it does make you think, and I guess the question is for Western societies, and I mean all Western societies, and I mean you could probably lump Japan in there. I don't know if that's I guess they're westernized. I don't know if they're part of the West, considered like Western allies. But since we're all sort of under the same umbrella and sort of follow the same rule set with minor tweaks here and there, I don't think you'd find a lot of difference. Um, I've always felt strongly, at least in Australia, the that the law system here needs to reflect modern society, and I don't really feel like it does. And I would say the same looking at what Count Dankula put out about United Kingdom, that needs modernisation as well, that it obviously doesn't reflect what today's society's values are, and legally doesn't represent people. And yeah, look, I've always thought the court systems represent the criminal and not the what do you call it, the victim. For example, I'll give you an example. When I was young, okay, like really young, like I think I was like 17, just got my license, was working as a trolley boy, you know, doing what I could. I went to the shops and, long story short, I got assaulted by about six or seven guys at once. Like they all just ganged up and just laid into me. A friend of mine knew one of the criminals, and it was sort of the lead criminal, so I pressed charges against him because he was the one leading the attack. The others just sort of followed suit. They weren't really... I can't even remember if the other ones even attacked me. I don't think they did. I think they just, in case I jumped back and hit back. You know, me at 17, which probably weighed about 55 kilo, wringing wet, you know, real threat there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and I was left because he king hit me in the eye. He opened my car door and king hit me in the eye like 3 times there, and I had like a black eye for like 6 months. Like he probably fractured my orbital bone. That would be my guess. That's probably why it was so black for so long. Probably makes sense, right? I mean, when you think about it. As an example, so I pressed charges, the cops did their job. It took like 6 months to get a result. I didn't go to court and give an account of what happened. I just made a statement at the police station. They did the rest. This guy got a $1,200 fine. I got a black eye for 6 months. Not even an apology. Nothing. Just that's what I got, and he got a $1,200 fine. That was it. And you know, I guess back then you would have said, yeah, but $1,200 might have been considered like a fair chunk of money at that time. I would have said, not really. No, wasn't. So that's my personal take, is that the law system doesn't really reflect modern society. That's just an example. There's plenty more examples out there in the world. I know of many more, but I'm not going to go into details simply because they involve other people, and it's not my place to tell their story. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's their personal stuff. It's got nothing to do with me. So I'll leave it at that. But my personal opinion is that I think Western society, and I think everyone should be for this, should reflect Western society today. And I think that courts and or laws, I suppose, laws should reflect what it is that we hold true and what's important to us. So I don't know. I think the French have a different system, and it might even actually work better. I don't know. You'd have to ask the French and compare statistics. They have a book. You break a law, whatever the book says, that's what you get. Our system is wishy-washy, and it allows criminals to be uh, get away with crime, you could say. They rarely get punished. And I think that is because politicians themselves, no offence politicians, but this just happens to be true as far as I'm aware. Prove me wrong. I mean, prove me wrong is what I'm going to say to you. If you're not this way, prove me wrong. Show me how it is that this wouldn't happen for you. Because politicians are, you could say, live in a very grey to black area in how they conduct their business, you could say. I feel like they don't want to change the system because it could mean that they will have to move more to the white side of things. Like, it's no longer going to be that. Now, I know we all live in a grey, and nothing is so, no one is perfect. I'm not suggesting that. What I'm suggesting is because of the politicians' methods of conduct, you could say, that they don't want to change the system because they could themselves be impacted by it. And that, to me, is not right. Okay, we should all hold true to what is right. We all know what's right and wrong. There's no question about that. Every single one of us. We all live by our own choices. Criminals live by their choices, we live by ours. And I just think that, our system should really reflect the type of crimes that people do and get away with. And that if somebody lies in court and the judge knows that they lied, that should just immediately basically be like, all right, you lied. So therefore, everything you say at this point is a lie, and I'm just going to find you guilty. The jury is not needed for this, you're guilty. That's what I would do as if I was a politician. That's what one of the things I would consider. No, wouldn't consider. I would actively go and change. That lying in court would just immediately find you guilty. That would be one thing. So there would be none of this, changing your story and lying about the victim. And the other thing that I find really disgusting is that criminals seem to get rewarded for crime from courts. Like, they lie and say, oh, this person was racist, or this person was that, or this person was this. The judge will find that they get awarded money. I'm serious. I'm dead set serious. And you know that that person is lying, right? And they'll still get awarded money. The victim gets nothing. So if a victim is, stabbed, and they miss time off work, they need counselling after the stabbing, whatever, they won't find the criminal, and they might put the criminal in jail, right? They might. That's a might there with stabbing, because they don't consider that the way that Julius Caesar died was a way that people, you can die from these days. They're like, oh, it's just grievous bodily harm. It's not attempted murder. Like, that is the level of our criminal justice system, right? That is the level where you turn around and go, when did stabbing not become deadly? Like, really? That's where we're at? That's where we're at. And because it's too hard to process someone on attempted murder, right? It's too hard. You can't do it because it makes the court like, I guess, Supreme Court and then, all that stuff. So anyway, look, all I'm saying is, as an example, and the victim won't get any money, not usually. They won't get any counselling. They won't get any compensation for time off work, nothing. They won't get an apology, nothing. The criminal will go to jail, possibly get free counselling, free education in jail, free meals, sometimes be awarded money if they lie in court, all kinds of crazy stuff. All I'm saying is, it's about time we're done with this nonsense, all right? We're a common sense society. Time to act like it. So, what do you guys think? Love to hear your thoughts. If you want to actually discuss it, maybe if you can give me some points that you would like in a possible appeal to a politician or a court system, I would very much like to do that and see how far it goes, because I think we need to be realistic, and I think we need to be a common sense society again. Peace.